Good morning, everyone. We are from Group 1. Next, there are Stephanie Anggie, me, Thendean, Monica Aleliandra, and Haneet Kumar. Next. Today, our group will presenting about MI and collaborative with CLL, but our most dominant will be MI. Next. What is MI? MI stands for multiple intelligences. Multiple intelligences refers to a theory describing the different ways students learn and acquire information. These multiple intelligences range from the use of words, numbers, pictures, and music to the importance of social interactions, introspections, physical movement, and being in tune with nature. Next, 9 types of MI. According to Howard Gardner, there are nine types of MI, namely kinesthetic intelligence, linguistic intelligence, mathematical intelligence, musical intelligence, spatial intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, naturalist intelligence, existential intelligence, and intrapersonal intelligence. Next. Cooperative language learning. Cooperative language learning is part of more general instructional approach also known as collaborative learning. Cooperative learning is an approach to teaching that makes maximum use of cooperative activities involving pairs and small groups of learners in the classroom. Next.
Next is presentation about one teaching approach. Cooperative language learning focuses more on learning results from conversational interaction, for example, through confirmation, comprehension checks, and clarification requests among students. But it can be molded together with multiple intelligence, which use multisensory planning and using realia by making use of cooperative activities involving pairs and small groups of learners. So, we can group each student based on their intelligence type and give them lessons according to their types in order for them to receive the lesson better by using their intelligence. For example, linguistic intelligence can learn through discussion, storytelling, journal writing, debate, or reports presentation. Musical with creating song to summarize concepts or ideas, or make up a story with song. Bodily kinesthetic can do cooperative and competitive game. Spatial can learn with advertisement designing and video show. And last is naturalist by outdoor learning observation and classifying and categorizing items in the outdoor activities. Next.
Situation or learner needs. MI and CLL. The two methods are very useful for the students. For example, as teachers, we must provide a formula so that students can find the right and accurate answer. Next.
Okay, so here's our video teaching simulation. Next. Okay, the first one is role play. In this role play for bodily kinesthetic intelligence, we ask students to act out a scene from a play or story they have read. This will help them understand the characters' motivations and emotions better.
Okay, let's start the roleplay.
Okay. Eddie, hey, he's gone.
Well, you can't expect him to hang around all day, can you? This is Cowers, by the way, pathetic, isn't he?
A little bit.
Frank gave me a spell as to turn him yellow. Want to see?
Yeah. Yeah, I want.
Son, has anyone seen a toad? A boy named Neville's lost one.
No.
Oh, are you doing magic? Let's see then.
Okay. Great job.
Next. For creating a poem, for naturalistic intelligence, we ask students to use a creative writing prompts that are nature-based, such as writing a poem about flowers. This will help them students develop their creative writing skills while also fostering an appreciation for nature.
Before we start, I want to ask, what is a poem?
So basically a song it describes the past or event that happened.
Right. So, yeah, it's a piece of writing that uses imaginative words to share ideas, emotions, or story with the reader. And this poem has three types. Actually, there are many types, but I will take three: sonnet, free verse, and haiku. A sonnet is a old poetry which was made by famous poet. It was William Shakespeare. In sonnet, you write it like A B B A A B B A C D E. So it's kind of a rhyme. And the second is free verse. Free verse, you can actually write many lines as you want to, and you can also express about anything. The last is haiku or hoku. It's a Japanese ancient form. Haiku, well, it doesn't have to rhyme, and you usually write to evoke a particular mood or instance. So you can write or find yourself writing. Okay, so I'll give you tasks. The first one is, since this is a literature class and it's about poem, I want you to create a very own poem, nature-based, and the theme is about flowers. So I want you guys to make, as a group, create a poem. Please create it as creative as you can. Okay, are you finished? Let me see. This is a very interesting poem. I like it. Okay, here you go.
So that will be the end of our reading demonstration. We would like to apologize if we did any mishap or mistake, and we would like to see you all next time and have a great day. Thank you.
The next one is using ESA in an approach. Using this model in conjunction with multiple intelligences and cooperative language learning can create a dynamic and engaging learning environment for students. Here are some ways to incorporate these approaches. The first one is engage. During this phase, you can introduce the topic to the students in a way that engages students' multiple intelligences. For example, you could show a video, a photo, or a song that relates to the topic and ask students to discuss what they see or hear in small groups. This approach will help students activate their linguistic, visual, and interpersonal intelligences. The second one is study. During this phase, you can use a cooperative language learning approach where students work together in groups to learn new language concepts. For example, you could assign different roles to students within a group, such as the scribe, the timekeeper, and the presenter. This approach will help students activate their interpersonal intelligence while also reinforcing their linguistic intelligence. The last one is activate. During this phase, you can have students use their multiple intelligences to produce language in a meaningful way. For example, you could ask students to work in groups to create a skit, a song, or a poem that uses the language they have learned. This approach will help students activate their linguistic, musical, bodily kinesthetic, and interpersonal intelligences. By using this ESA model in conjunction with multiple intelligences and cooperative language learning, students can develop their language skills in a meaningful and engaging way. These techniques can also help to foster a sense of collaboration and teamwork among students while also accommodating different learning styles and preferences. Next.
Next, we're gonna talk. Next, we're gonna talk about the explanation of how the activity that we did, promote the advantages for students. Number one, we use two type of intelligence that I explained before. Number one will be MI, which is multiple intelligence. It has two benefits that it gives. Number one, we can identify the student level of intelligence. Where are they good in? How can we improve it? Next will be the teacher. The student will like the teacher's lesson. The more the teacher help the student with the intelligence that are weak to, the more students will like their lesson. Next, at cooperative language learning. It has three benefits. They are, number one, it reduces anxiety, which reduces threat too. Number two, it benefit teachers as well, as it creates an effective classroom. Number three, students, when working in group, will have more time to think.
Suggestions for teachers in relation to the implementation of the approach. When implementing the multiple intelligence and cooperative language learning, here are some suggestions for teachers. The first one is foster collaboration. The CLL method emphasizes teamwork and collaboration among students. It can also create opportunities for students to work in pairs or groups to complete tasks and projects. The second one is encourage reflection. At the end of each lesson or activity, encourage students to reflect on what they have learned, what they have worked, and what they could be improved. This reflection helps students internalize their learning and helps you understand how to improve your teaching. The last one is use assessment tools. Use a variety of assessment tools that measure students' learning using different intelligences. For example, you can use quizzes, write creative writing assignments, oral presentations, or performance tasks. Next. Here are our references that we use for the presentation. Next. Next again.
Okay, this will be the end of our presentation. We hope we have not done anything wrong or said anything wrong. So please forgive us, and we hope to have you all will have a wonderful and amazing day. Thank you.
Udah kan ya?
Yeah, already. Monica, hello?